if you didn't, number one, you wouldn't waste all your time doing the stupid shit that you do. You know what the FBI agent that's in charge of this case now said? And the whole room was full of FBI. It says, who in the fuck would be stupid enough to do shit like this? And you know who they were talking about? You. And you know what's funny?
I thought you were a
the
serious
longer you
person.
sit here and talk to me,
I guess
the
you're
more
going
information
to
that
lose
trap's
your
getting on
After
you.
all, Mr. Stanfill.
After all, Skype has already turned you in, and I'm sure right now they already have your IP address. So keep talking.
Skype one dude shit.
I noticed that you ain't been calling my cell phone. What's the problem there? What's the problem? And you know what? I would shut you down here, but we just wanted to make sure that they could get the IP address and all the shit. They were confident that Verizon and Skype gave them all the information they needed anyway, but I just wanted the judge to be able to listen to your stupid ass when he sentences you, because I think he might have more sympathy for a baby raper than you.
Tom, what's your cell phone number?
You know what my number is, partner? Call it.
No, I don't.
No, I'm sorry then. What's the matter, Thomas? You don't know anything?
Tell me again.
I never told you what it was in the first place. But we know how you found out in the first place. We know everything that you did.
Like a nice
we know how you violated federal laws to call and get all the other numbers. You know, the one thing about it is this. For all the secrecy that you think that those computers and your shit provided you, there's always a footprint.
We know how you violated that poor little colored girl.
What poor little colored girl? We don't hire colored girls.
You're going to pay for your crimes, Thomas?
What crimes? You mean tolerating stupidity and pathetic people like you? I promise you this, if you were to ever make yourself available to me, I would beat you senseless. And I would be happy to go to prison. I'd just make sure that I didn't kill you so you could go to prison with me.
You're not going to get that chance, Tom.
Oh,
day by day,
I promise you.
Your business.
You know why I'm not going to get that chance? Is because, number one, you're going to be arrested before I get my hands on you. But if you were a real man, you would take your chances. But see, you're not. You're a pathetic little piece of shit that hides behind a mechanical voice and thinks that you hide behind fake numbers and shit. But that computer gives you up. I only had to keep you on the phone about 9 minutes. That's what they said, 8 to 9 minutes from the time you called.
Maybe we'll meet. Day by day, your business will crumble. One day when you're in a trailer park, then maybe we'll meet.
Is that where you live? Is that where you live, partner, in a trailer park?
You should have made that donation, Tom.
You know what? Let me explain something to you. You should make a donation, but you're going to?
Have you ever, though, of just not answering your phone, you fucking idiot?
You know what? I can answer my phone anytime I want, and the reason I answer is just so we could get the track on you. Patrick and everybody, listen, the FBI and Verizon and Skype have nothing but departments. And let me explain to you. There's a person in Redmond, Washington right now, in Salt Lake City, in Denver, Colorado, that was just waiting on you to call and for me to spend enough time talking to your dumb ass. I'd be more than happy to give you their numbers.
Please do.
You got a pen?
No, I can't write. The blood of Frank Garrett is against you.
Thank God for small favors, right?
Exactly.
You know, the interesting thing about karma is this. I got a voodoo doll that sits on my desk. And if what you say is true, if what you truly say is true, then let me explain something to you. That however miserable and pathetic your life is now, karma is going to make you suffer, and it's only going to get worse. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to smile.
Have you ever heard of Santa or
Every horrible thing that happens to you, and it will, because I'm making sure that it will now. What else you want to talk about, partner?
You do know that hundreds of people have been calling you, right?
You know what? We've got a list. And actually, one of them was actually from South Carolina. He was very helpful. Very helpful.
And that I'm
actually,
not
another gentleman from Ohio was very helpful.
At. I was calling to bullshit with you.
But we know who the offenders are of significance.
Hold on a SEC, partner. And that I'm not even the person who called you that you're mad at. I was calling to bullshit with you. I'm a civilian, man.
Well, then if you're really not the offender and you're nothing but a liar, then you know what? You can explain that to the FBI when they come knocking on your door. I sat down and spent over 2 hours going through every phone call for the last 90 days.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, I don't care what you find hard to believe, partner. You might find it hard to believe it's somebody that went to prison still out in the world being successful. You might find it hard to believe that, you know what, I don't scare. You might find it hard to believe that when you called and said my address, that I didn't say, oh, please, please. And I'm determined. But you're going to find out a lot of things about me you don't know.
What prompted you to start talking to prank callers again anyway?
Nobody's talking. You called me. My purpose has been to facilitate the investigation by the federal authorities to make sure that it comes to an end.
I only called you because you called the other way.
I didn't call you, my friend, and you know what? You can say all the bullshit you want, but every bit of this stuff has been tracked. Not one call has ever been initiated from any of my phones. Not one, baby.
I didn't say you called me.
So, you know, if you're just an innocent party, then why are you calling?
It will never end. Because you're on YouTube. Obviously.
Oh, YouTube's already been contacted. It's coming off of YouTube. But actually, that's a crime, too.
Is it?
Read the policy guidelines on YouTube and the new updated laws.
Paycheck mem. Interesting.
Listen, baby.
So anyway.
Do I sound like somebody that's upset or worried?
This is Frank Garrett.
I told you not to fuck with me. So, now I got to prove it to you, see? I'd rather not. I'd rather you stupid little pathetic pricks went away because I'm very busy. But now I have to prove to you. So now you're going to find out.
Frank Garrett.
So that's one of your co-conspirators, Frank Garrett?
Are you a hardcore white nationalist?
Is that one of your co-conspirators, Frank Garrett?
No. What about the Aryan Brotherhood? Are you a hardcore white nationalist?
Is that what you called me about?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't discuss my personal politics
Frank Garrett
to people that I don't know. Why would I discuss, why don't you discuss with me? Are you a member of the Aryan Brotherhood? Are you a hardcore nationalist? Are you a racist?
You know me.
Matter of fact, you know, I think
My
that you
friends
might even
call
be a
me
terrorist. Shall I call the National Security Council or Homeland Security?
Frank Garrett is the leader. Oh my goodness. I am
Frank
not a
Garrett's the
terrorist.
leader, oh my goodness. Are they a gang or something?
I am 10-year-old boy.
Well, you know what? Here's the interesting thing. You know what? I hope you are 10 years old. And if you are, I'll make sure that you only go to jail till you're
Frank
18
Garrett
and make
will
sure that your
destroy
parents
you.
go to prison.
You're scaring me, Tom.
But you're full of shit. You're not a 10-year-old boy. Matter of fact, Verizon has a really, really good idea within 5 minutes. And the only reason that they didn't spill everything without formal documentation and subpoena from the FBI is they know that their ass is on the hook now, too. What else you want to talk about? Did you go to church on Sunday? Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you support women's rights?
No.
Do you hate Muslims? Do you support abortion? You have a black girlfriend?
Frank Garrett is almighty and powerful. He is God.
Well, then pray to Frank Garrett.
Frank Garrett is our Lord.
No, he's not my Lord.
The
He
blood
may
of
be
Frank
yours.
Garrett will protect us.
Good. Well, then you got no problems.
So are you offering $500? Or what?
I'm not offering you anything.
Frank Garrett will destroy. Why not you?
Frank Garrett's going to destroy what?
Come on.